If you are considering planting some ornamental grasses in your yard, you may be wondering, okay, what do I do with them in the spring? So we have this gorgeous zebra grass that you can see here, and it is time to cut it down. And I'm just going to do a little demonstration of how I go about this. On this grass, I actually use pruners because the stems are so thick, and pruners just work well. And I always have my trash can here, my large trash can, because these stems are so tall. You can see I've cut off just a couple and they're sticking out of my trash can. This grass is pretty tough, and therefore if you try to put it in a black like a leaf bag that you would use in your garden, the stems will just poke through. So I always use my big trash can and place all of the stems in it, and it's just much easier to contain all the grasses that you're cutting away. So I'm going to give you just a little demonstration of how I go about this and place them in my garbage can, and then we'll do another grass. Actually, I'm going to give a little demonstration on how to cut back Karl Forster featherweed grass, and the easiest way to do it as well. All right. Here's a close-up of what is remaining of my zebra grass. It's quite a large clump. It has been growing in my garden for about 10 years. So it started as a 1-gallon pot, very small. And over these years, the clump has grown to be quite large, and it is just such a gorgeous statement in my garden. It's quite eye-catching. So I highly recommend it if you'd like to add ornamental grass to your garden. Zebra grass is fantastic. Here you can see a clump of the remains of one of my Karl Forster featherweed grasses. It's all pretty much collapsed over the winter, which is just fine. And I'm going to show you now how I remove this from my garden to get ready for the new spring shoots. Now, because featherweed grass is a much, well, the leaves and the stems are much thinner than the zebra grass I just did, I can use my garden saw and just grab clumps of it and saw through those clumps quickly. So I will just take a bunch of it and saw it off, and then I'll place it in my trash can. here is what is left of my Karl Forster featherweed grass. And if we look closely, you may be able to see some green shoots starting to come up. Featherweed grasses tend to appear earlier in the spring than zebra grass does. And I do like to get out here earlier on a day like today and take care of this. I mean, if you don't have time to cut down your grasses early in the season and wait till later and you have to cut away some of the new green shoots, it's okay. The plant will recover right away. It will be just fine. But you can see it's quite easy to take care of, and in a matter of minutes, you've got the job done. I thought I would give you a look at my trash can, which is now full to capacity with just 2 clumps of grass. So I will wait until next week to continue cutting down all my grasses. They're usually the first part of my spring cleanup, and fill up my garbage can, as you can see.